14.3 Summarise. I planned a safe and effective exercise session by making sure that I had the right location, facility needs, resources, health and safety considerations, emergency procedures, and a risk assessment to avoid hazards and injury occurring. I then delivered this session. This session consisted of a warm-up, the whistle game being relevant to my client's sport and also being an appropriate pulse raiser, some dynamic stretches, the heel flicks, high knees and lunges all targeted the legs, which would put her under great stress whilst running and on the exercise bike during the session, as I'm targeting his muscular endurance. The plus stretch and tricep stretch, which are both targeting the arm, were relevant because when my client is running, their arm muscles will be working, therefore these need to be stretched before exercise occurs to avoid injury. In the main session, we did intervals of running and cycling for 30 minutes. The 30-minute duration with no respite targeted cardiovascular endurance, which was one of my client's aims. This is why I did this with no breaks. The 5 minutes running and then 5 minutes on the bike. The change of the running and on the bike is to prevent tedium. The running and on the bike both target muscular endurance, which was my client's main aim for the program. The heart rate must be between the 60 to 80% of the maximum heart rate, due to this being the aerobic zone where cardiovascular endurance is tested, which was one of my client's aims. I then did a cool down, pedaling on the bike slowly so that lactic acid can be removed and the heart rate can slowly decrease to a resting level. We used a cricket ball so that it was relevant to my client's sport, so that they didn't get bored. We did question and answer so that any feedback I received I can take into account to improve my sessions in the future. We did dynamic and static stretches so that my client's muscles were pliable and that DOMS didn't occur and the muscle pliability was maintained. And we packed away in order for the equipment to not harm any others or us. My client then gave me feedback. My client thought my session was good and targeted the things he wanted to target, and liked the fact that I could adapt to the issues that I faced. However, he did spot some issues which I've explained in the previous video. Something I did not mention in my previous video was about the planning. I did not plan for the event that the bike would break, therefore it was lucky that the rowing machine was there. In the future I need to make sure that I have an alternative for the main session, as I did have an alternative for the warm-up. If there was no whistle, I would use claps. However, I did not have an alternative for the main session, and I was lucky that there was the rowing machine there that I could quickly adapt and change to. So my weakness was that I did not plan my session well enough and add enough alternatives.